So we had a piece of news that was leaked a couple days ago, and then it was updated through some Taobao leaks, which they had obviously some extra listings, which was a few days ago we were told, oh hey, there's this listing here that's a possibility of a Studio Series Bonecrusher toy, but they didn't mention much about it. It was just like a silhouette, and there was no listing of like how much it would be worth, what the price point is. Not much was known. Now we have a new listing that showed up, and now we have an idea of how much it's going to cost. And the only reason why the cost thing matters to me is because I've been always itching for a movie Bonecrusher toy for the longest time, but a new one, because the old one, the very first movie Bonecrusher we got, while I liked it, it just wasn't the right scale. It was a deluxe figure, and considering how much this character was used in the trailers and in the movie, and he was this character that was clashing with Optimus Prime, he at most deserved at least a leader class, a Voyager, or something in that scale to knock around with
Optimus
the
Prime.
bigger bots, because all the Decepticons were always depicted as these large characters.
Yeah.
Where the Autobots were, which were more cars. I could understand that being smaller. So now we have a price point here, and it shows $29.99. Now, the thing that concerns me is that the current Studio Series stuff to begin with for the deluxes have already been kind of pricey and expensive. So my fear here is this might not actually be a Voyager scale Bonecrusher. We might be getting yet another deluxe. And this also, which is weird, because it comes in light of the fact that the Transformers The Best line from Takara, they reissued Bonecrusher, that old deluxe mold, and they gave it very little extra paint on it. They gave him like a little emblem, and that's it, very little. And I think they're like charging like the equivalency of $50 for it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which is like, yeah, forget it. Like I don't even know why. But now this one here, if this is going to be a deluxe, I mean, they might reinvent the wheel and make them look a little better.
I would hope
but
so.
again, that scale, that needs to be a bigger figure. Like when they did the Blackout for Studio Series and they made it a leader class, that was a good thing because that was a big character. And Blackout up to that point only had a Voyager. Voyager was about as big as he got. I mean, he had all the other price points too, Legends and Fast Action Battler, but he needed a big figure. And the Voyager and the Premium Voyager just, it didn't cut it. So that leader class was, just a really good improvement and a really step up. So I was kind of hoping that Bonecrusher possibly would get that treatment also. But that $29 price point, it could be a Voyager, but considering the way that a lot of these, Studio Series deluxes have been going in terms of price points, I fear that this might end up being a deluxe. And of course, they also announced that there's going to be another Optimus Prime. What that's going to be, I don't know. It might be, I don't know, it might be the Age of Extinction design updated. I think that would be a waste. They haven't said really what it is yet, but we'll find out as time progresses. But, I mean, I hope it's a Voyager. I mean, they say it's a Voyager in this, like, they have, like, the listing here,
but
and it says the
price match up with what
yeah.
the pricing
See, the problem,
has been.
The problem is that they assume it's a Voyager, but the price pointing has been really weird with the Studio Series stuff. It's been really expensive. So, I mean, it could be a $19.99 deluxe, and this is a $29.99 Voyager. I hope that's the case. I really hope if it's a Voyager, it gives them a little more pieces, and it will be better. I mean, I know some people are going to probably comment in the segment saying, like, oh, it's confirmed a Voyager. Yeah, it probably is. But I always, sometimes I worry about that where maybe they don't want to have too many larger scale stuff per cases. So let's hope it's a Voyager for Bonecrusher. I really want an update of that character. He desperately needed one. He literally had two molds. He had that original deluxe, and then he had a legend scale, which was only released in a 2-pack in a very limited scale, limited release, excuse me. And then he had a repaint of that deluxe's Jungle Bonecrusher, which was an ugly green version. But yeah, it's just whatever. Let's hope for that Voyager, and when we get more photos of it, we'll definitely talk more about it in the future.